This video is brought to you by Draeger's International Classic Sales in Seattle, Washington. Hi, I'm Jerry Draeger, Draeger's International Classic Sales in Seattle, Washington. We're here at Draeger's Clubhouse where you can see all the different things I have back here. Not just cars, but I got old motorcycles and everything. And I like really nice cars. And I like these Thunderbirds right here. This is a 2002 Ford Thunderbird. And I want to tell you, it's a nice car. It's got both tops, but the other thing nice about this, it's got the two-tone interior in it, which helps set it off from the other ones. Not all of them have the two-tone interior, and it just looks so much better with a two-tone. Anyway, these are a luxury car. They're fun to drive. You know, and if you want to compare them with a late model sports car that's like a Corvette, for example, to me, this is a better car because it's shorter, it's easier to get in and out. Now, I'm talking about somebody my age, so if you're a young thing, you probably don't worry about getting in and out of it, but when you get my age, it's a little nicer to get in and out of it easily. And I like the fact that it's a little shorter, it's a little easier to park. Not that I park it just anywhere. I always, you know, you got to be careful where you park these things. You don't want anybody close to them and banging their doors into them. Anyway, they're great driving cars. I think you'll be real happy with this Thunderbird. This hardtop comes off real easy. We're going to take it off right now, and that's why I wanted to show you this top. I mean, it's easy to get in and out of. The top works, you know, works good, but most people are going to take it off and not use it again, and that's what I have done in the past with T-Birds. Little chip in the paint right there, and there's a little bit of marring right here on the front. Mainly that probably happens from being off, not on the car, but they're beautiful. The interior underside's all finished nice. The driver's side is better than the passenger side, but it still has a couple little issues here and there. And there's not a cloud above me, and I'm getting raindrops on me out here. It is November, of course. Thanksgiving tomorrow. Yeah, there's a chip in the paint there. There's a little mar there. I see a little something right there. Most of this stuff you can't even see, but you got unless you're up real close to it and see it. There's oh, that was just a piece of dirt. There's a couple little spots here and there, but for the most part, everything is fine on here, and we're back into the rock chips up front here. Now, there are rock chips in here, and I don't even know if you can see them particularly, but they're there, and I see some spots here. There's like a cat scratch there or something. There's a couple of chips in the paint there. There. I see something there, but you can't hardly tell. That I think will rub out. But again, there's the rock chips across here. All this looks real good. I did notice, I know I noticed it. See, you can't see it here, but oh, there it is right there. I can feel it where there's a repaired spot back down there. Otherwise, I mean, it looks good, but there are some issues paint-wise. Now, to open the hood on this car, you reach down underneath here, and there's a lever down here. Just pull on it, that'll snap open. I had to look a little bit there. And then there's another safety lever underneath here, which I gotta find. Oh, there it is right there. It's just right there, and you just gotta reach it. And you see it's nice and clean underneath here. I see a little discoloration up here, but you know, overall it's clean and nice, and you can't see the engine in these new things. So there it is. And of course, this just closes nice and easy. Now, even though this car looks real nice, and you can't see this stuff too well, right there, it's been brush touched, but it's been scraped along there a little bit. There's a little spot right there. Everything looks good here. This all looks good. This chrome across here looks good. Windshield looks great. There's just a little chip right there in there, but other than that, it looks good. But I did notice right in here, there are scrape marks right there, and there's a little spot there. These scrape marks continue on. There's another spot there. Somebody's rubbed against it, or somehow or another this has happened. I bet it happened all at the same time. And it doesn't look like it was professionally finished. And there's a little bit of scraping right here on the paint. So it's, you know, this has been a driven car, but it's sure nice. The back end looks real good on here. All this looks good. Everything looks good. I can see a little stuff in here, but some of this, we haven't done anything with this car. This is just the way we got it. I see a little spotting in here. Some of this, that's a scratch right there. But you know, some of this will may wax out. This is one of those real modern cars for me. I mean, we got remote control, same with the trunk, and we can open the trunk up here. Now this is where you would put the boot if you wanted to keep it in here. Anyway, you can see this trunk is all real nice. The spare tire is down underneath here. You just lift this out and you can see the spare tire. It doesn't even look like it's ever been used to me. And it looks like the battery's new on here and stuff, so it's all good. This light here is disconnected. The guy I bought it from, and I forgot to even think about connecting it back up. He said he liked to leave the trunk lid open, and so the light had come on, so he disconnected it. See your light? What's down underneath there? I don't know what that is. It's just a sticker. I want to show you how the top works. You have to put the key in and turn it and get it going. And the switch is right here. It's got shows the top up or down. And you just push the button and the top will go up. Let's show you how this top goes up and down. It's real easy. There's a clamp in the center of the top on the underside, and you need to open it up, or at least I usually close it. That's the way I do it. And so you need to open it up when you put it down, and then you just swing the clamp back up, and that's all there is to putting the top up. And I want to show you this one latch. This thing should have a spring on it, and it doesn't have the spring, so you got to hold it ahead, and it just there. And I think it'd be a lot of work to try and replace that spring. And in reverse order, you got to push the button and put your hand on it, and it just goes back down. It works pretty slick, except that you can see I left that clamp off. Now, the other end of this is the boot. It has a boot, so if you want it to look real nice when you're going down the road, you want to put the boot on. See, this clamp right here, I should have shut that. I think it's neat. Anyway, the boot's here in the trunk, and it's kind of interesting. They give it a little stamp so it holds it together, and just pull it out. We want to show you how this boot goes on. We have this piece that sticks out here. It slides underneath the lip there, and I have found through trial and error it works the best. You see, you got a snap there and a snap here. Same on the other side. It works good to snap this one in. So you got that in. Then you can work this lip in. You got to get it underneath there, and then you can go over this other side, and you can work this lip in. You just got to play with this a little bit. It actually is pretty damn easy. I've had some boots that you can't hardly do. And again, you got this snap right there, and you just got to find it, get it on, and then you make sure this is back, and then you can do your other snaps. They'll just go right on sometimes if you can find them. See? You know, one of the things I like about this car, normally they come just straight black or whatever color the interior is. Most of these T-Birds, it is black. But this has got the deluxe interior with a two-tone on it, and I want to tell you, it really looks good with all the red in it, and the seats got the red in them. And of course, you got some red on the steering wheel. I mean, this is a luxury car. It's got all the neat features on it. You can see everything's clean and nice. Andrew, can you can you come over and see this? There's a stain on here on this seat. I don't know quite what that is, but it's in there. I mean, you got a little compartment there for doing holding stuff. Cup holders right there. Now you got all sorts of accessories on these cars. The radio again here it's a 6 CD player, and it works fine. And it got AM, FM, all the presets and the scans. I mean, it's got all the modern stuff on here. The other thing we've got, of course, is the heater and you can change the fan on here. You can hit automatic and do it. You can do all sorts of different things with it. It's got dual controls on here for that. So you got all that sort of stuff. We have a power outlet right here, so you got a power outlet. Plus it's got a cigarette lighter, but I don't know why they have a cigarette lighter on it. And of course you got your 5-speed transmission. It works just slick on here. So you got all that. You got controls on all this. We have lights underneath the mirrors. Of course you got the glove box over here. And we have the handbook for this. I've got it. It should be in there. I'll make sure it's in there. But we do have the handbook for it and everything. So you got all that. And watch this. Watch this steering wheel. Isn't that slick? Gets out of your way. And of course, you can see we have the power windows on both sides. And you got the locks. And of course, you got on the radio here, you got all this neat stuff. I mean, here's the radio up. Call comes in, you want to mute it, you can mute it right then and there. You got cruise control on here and all that sort of stuff. Horn works, and delayed wipers. I mean, you got it all on this car. Everything you want, cruise control, everything. It just, all the modern features. Everything looks fine under here. You know, this is a 2002 Thunderbird with 66,000 miles on it. I'm sure it's been driven in the rain looking at it, but you know what? On the other hand, I don't think it's been driven a whole lot out in the bad stuff because it's somewhat clean underneath. As you can see, it has independent rear suspension on here. Also, you know, you got rear wheel disc brakes, so it's 4-wheel disc brakes on here. And it's anti-locking brakes too. And you can see the exhaust system looks all real good. Everything under here looks all fine. I don't see any damage underneath here. You can see they got the cross frame in here for the give additional strength, which they do on convertibles and stuff. Bottom of the transmission. I mean, everything looks just fine, just like it's supposed to be. This is the bottom of the engine here, of course, and here's your rack and pinion steering and your independent front suspension. Of course, that's standard. And you got the disc brakes up here. I mean, this car is just fine. Here's the bottom of the oil pan here, and it all looks just fine under here. Nothing exciting or restored. We're going to start this up for you. This is not like our normal cars again. You won't hear much here. This is real interesting on these cars. You know, this new stuff is all computer operated and stuff. I like to show you the fan turning and you can see the pulleys working and all that, but you can't see anything on this. And I just discovered something else new and interesting on it. Start it up, Andrew. It's got a rev limiter on it, so we usually pump the engine 3 times, but not much happens on this car. Show them. So you can't overwind it. It's just sitting there like you can an old car. Andrew's going to start it and you can hear the exhaust. We're not going to rev it because you can't rev this car, but it'll give you an idea what it sounds like. Well, we're going up onto I-5 northbound here. We're just going to check it out. It wasn't raining right now, and give you a chance to see how this thing runs and drives down the road. Now you get a chance to see this side of the Thunderbird. Then you can see it's a good looking car, drives great, goes fast, works really well. Hope you enjoyed this little drive so you can see how well this car is working. Well, we're back to Drager's Clubhouse, and I hope you enjoyed this drive. It was a eventful day with a busy traffic and everything. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Get a good chance to look this car over. Give us a call, 206-533-9600. You make a great present for somebody.